Hello again, Year 10. We're back to the last lesson in our spoken language, and then you can put this to bed with all your cue cards, so to speak, and we can get it out again when we get back in September. And no one to worry about this, right? It's not. I know some of you, as is always the case, well, all of you. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable to worry about speaking in front of the class. But the point is, you know, it's good to overcome these things. It's really not that big of a deal. And all problems can be solved anyway, so you are not to worry about it, Year 10, okay? But finish what we're doing today, get the cue cards in, put them somewhere safe, put them into a little folder or something, and we'll get them out again in September. Anyway, you'll do now is I want you to time the speech you wrote last lesson. How long does it take? Try to speak as slowly as you can. Now, some of you would have written a whole speech and some of you would have written only part of one, because I only actually asked you to write part of one. But your speech needs to be 4 to 5 minutes long, at the very least 4 minutes long. So we're going to get it out. So you need to work out how much more from the timing of what you've done you need to write. Are you happy with the order of your paragraphs? You know, do you think it builds up to a suitably uplifting, if that's what you want, or whatever message you want to finish with? Does it build towards it properly, or is there a better way to organise it? Anyway, 5 minutes on that, and then on to the next slide. Our learning objective today is to redraft our speeches for practice. So redrafting is simply rewriting. It's just another word, a synonym if you like, and not if you like, it is a synonym for rewriting. So the title that goes into your books is Redrafting and Finishing Our Speeches. By the end of this lesson today, your speech will be complete. You would have practiced your speech several times and you would have begun transferring your speech onto cue cards. As in all writing, structure is important. The order in which information is delivered to your audience is absolutely key in all writing. I would argue probably even more in a speech than in any others, but it's obviously key to everything, the order in which the information is given. So first of all, you want to wake up your audience and get them hooked. Why have you chosen your topic? Why would your audience listen to you? You have to have something there that gets them interested. Fill your audience up with information, facts, statistics, opinions. Let your audience appreciate your efforts, research and expertise. Widen your topic to include links between your topic and society in general. So make it relatable is a good word for all of that. People can understand, you know, make people understand why it is you're passionate about this subject. And then finish by looking into the future, your topic's legacy, what it is that you think might have been changed by your speech, your concerns. You know, use a crystal ball. It's a metaphorically, obviously. Tell the audience what you hope they'll have learnt from your speech, and always thank your audience for listening. We'll go over introductions and kind of sign-offs when we get back. Now try your speech out on your friends and family. I guess you could do it over the internet with your friends or something, couldn't you? That'd be an interesting way of doing it, or do it with your mum, carers, dads, whatever. It's always good to get people's feedback. Right, does your speech start in a way that will get the audience hooked? Remember, using anecdotes, small stories that make your point. I would argue that it's a good idea to make your speech persuasive, because then you can structure it around Daft Forest, which we've been over a couple of times. And how are you going to end your speech? Make sure it finishes on a kind of a rousing, convincing note. Now, the main thing you have to do is practice. If you're a nervous speaker, as most people are, if you've practiced it to death, it will sort of come naturally, whether you're panicking or not. I know that because I've done it myself. I used to give readings and I could barely remember doing them, but because I'd rehearsed the piece so much, it just sort of came out anyway. It didn't really need me to interfere with it. You can record your voice on your phone and give yourself useful feedback. That's a very good idea, actually, recording yourself. Don't forget you need to speak to 4 or 5 minutes, and again you can you know, give a presentation to your family and ask them to give you questions so that you can practice your answers, if that's possible. I know it's not always possible, families are busy, but there we are. All right, well listen, now that's the last of the spoken language module for now, so we should all have a speech which I want you to send me. This is the thing that I want you to upload onto Classcharts and send me, is your speech that needs to be at least a page long. So do that, please. Upload your speech onto Classcharts. The work that I've been seeing has been brilliant. You're not to worry about these speeches. We always get them done one way or another. Nobody ever dies and nobody ever spontaneously combusts. It's always all right in the end, year 10, so do not fret. But send me your speeches, take photographs of them and upload them onto Classcharts. All right, thanks very much. See you next time.